And okay, waiting for the camera to come back. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope you guys are all having a great end of your week. We're into the weekend, so I usually do these on Mondays. I got to get used to doing these on Fridays. So thanks for coming and hang out. I got a big surprise for you guys. I don't know if you saw that I was kind of talking to myself on camera there. I'm not crazy. I wasn't talking to myself. I may have a surprise for you guys. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. We're not going to wait too long on that. But I hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, Mel. She's a rock star, man. I had to work today and she's out shoveling the driveway. I tried to tell her to wait because it's going to melt and, I can be freed up tomorrow, but, I was working. So she got it all shoveled. She slipped on the ice though. She's okay. I think she said she drank a little bit of, some stuff from Tennessee. So she's up there. Yeah. Yep. She should be feeling a little bit better. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. This is Just Stream With Me. Now, Just Stream With Me, if you are new to the channel, Just Stream With Me is a show that I like to do to give new streamers, somebody that's never streamed before, a chance to go live for the first time to kind of break that ice. The first time that you ever do a live stream, I did it a couple of years ago. It's very nerve-wracking. I should have grabbed the first video, but I haven't. A lot of you guys have seen it, the first live stream that I did with Corey from Weatherbeard. There's just a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, so being able to bring somebody on so they can go live the first time without having to control anything and just get used to sitting in front of a camera, in front of a microphone. My goal is to help content creators be able to do what we do. So, so that's what this show is all about. Also, it is YouTube Q&A, so if you guys have any questions, make sure you throw them in the chat. I would ask that you put the word question or Q colon or something like that. That'll kind of highlight it for me so that I know you definitely have a question. Anything to do with content creation, we can talk YouTube, we can talk TikTok, Instagram, wherever you guys create at. So all that being said, we will also do channel reviews. So if you would like your channel to be looked at, reviewed, maybe make some suggestions to improve, some things to get your channel seen a little bit more, we do that too. So pinned to the top of the chat, I do have a comment there that has a link. You can click that link, it goes to my website. There's a form to fill out, a couple of question fields. If you want your channel actually looked at on screen, then I will need your URL for your YouTube channel, so make sure you put that in there. And I believe that's it. If you do want to go live, the rules for going live are you would need at least a phone and some earbuds are helpful. If you don't have earbuds, don't not go live because of that. We'll make it work. I don't want you to not go live because you don't have a pair of earbuds handy. But that's all you need. You don't need fancy equipment. That's all you need. It is a family-friendly channel, so of course, we are G-rated conversation, maybe PG at most, PG-13 maybe. But anyway, it is a family-friendly channel, so yeah. Let's see who else we had come in here. I see Dan. What's going on, Dan? Happy Friday. Mark, good to see you, man. Jason Klein, what's up, Jason? Ken, good to see you, man, down in sunny Hawaii. You don't even know what snow is, do you? Have you ever seen snow before? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you guys get it down in Hawaii or not. What's up, Jay Cruz? Good to see you, man. Ryan, what's up, brother? Who else we got? Santa Dad, it's good to see you, man. Santa Dad said that he wanted some snow, and I told him if I could package it up and send it to him, I would. I'm not a fan of snow, which a few of you have reminded me that we are moving to Wisconsin, next year, so I guess I better get used to it. What's up, Dave and Diane throwing caution to the wind? How you doing, Dave? Hope you guys are being safe. Bearded Beanie, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Rush Young, absolutely. Please hit the like, guys. If you guys don't mind hitting that like button, that is, helpful for the channel. If you don't like it, that's okay too. But if you do, I appreciate it. What's up, Vinny P? Good to see you, brother. We got Mrs. Bruce City here. And Dan C, I think you mistaken what night it was. But I think that's PG. I think it's okay. Everybody poops, right? So we should be okay. Shirt required, yes. So Mo, I think Mo is driving, but Mo, if you're watching, and Jason, yes, you have to wear a shirt. What is an app to directly edit a video on the iPhone? iMovie. iMovie, as far as editing, is what I'd recommend. It's very easy to use. It's set up really well. So that's iMovie would be my number one recommendation. And creating thumbnails. So Canva, you can use Canva. They have a really good mobile app. PicMonkey does also, but their mobile app doesn't have all the features their website does. Canva's really good. Those are the two that I've used. Yep, you can have it. You can have it. And you get it on the mountain. Okay. Oh, and you're a Hoosier, so yeah, you've seen snow before. What's up, Nick H? Good to see you, man. Dan B. What's going on, brother? What's on the agenda? We're going to help some new content creators go live. Hopefully, if anybody wants to pop in, if there is nobody that wants to go live for the first time, then, we'll do what we normally do. We'll answer questions. We'll play some this or that. We'll hang out and chat for a little bit. Santa Dad says InShot. Yeah, I've heard of InShot too. I've never used it. I know plenty of people have. Can I help with a logo? We can talk about that. I sort of stopped doing graphics just because doing 2 streams now and then doing what I'm doing for Skull Shaver, I had to cut something out, and the graphics part kind of was that thing, but we can talk. We can talk, Ellie. What's up, cousins? Good to see you. I'm trying to throw it up there. What's up, cousins? Good to see you guys. Yeah, Pearl says InShot also works on Android. Okay, and Dan uses PixArt. PixArt, haven't heard of that one. All right, guys. Well, hey, I told you that I've got a surprise for you guys, so I don't want to keep these gentlemen waiting anymore. Now, the first time that we did a show, I want to see who remembers, who was here for the first Just Stream With Me. The very first time we ever did a Just Stream With Me, there were 2 guests. There were 3 guests, but there were 2 up front that had never streamed before. I want to see in the chat if you remember who they were. Throw some names out there. Let's see if you guys remember who they were. They may or may not be sitting backstage looking at me right now. So, yeah, logos in... Okay, so Vinny P uses InShot. I know a lot of people use InShot. I just never have used it myself. And you can make logos in Canva. Yeah, Canva is where I do all of my stuff. I have Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator and stuff, but Canva is what I use. It's just easy to use. So, yep, Jason Klein was one. That's right. Yeah, Skull Shaver. So, yeah, I am Skull Shaver's TikTok manager. So I've worked with Skull Shaver for a couple of years as an affiliate, and they reached out a couple of months ago, wanted me to do their TikTok. So I manage the TikTok account for Skull Shaver. It's a lot of fun. I make 2 TikToks a day. That's the contract, and it's fun. All I had to do, Dan was picking on me because I make like 5 a day on my personal TikTok. So I said, yeah, if I just cut one of those out, I'll have plenty of time. So, yep. Dagan's got it. What's up, Dagan? I didn't see you come in here. Yep, Jason and Bruce City. Yep. Jimmy uses Canva. What's up, Jimmy? Good to see you. Yep, and Mrs. Bruce City knows. So, hey, let's do this, guys. So the first show, we had 2 people that went live for the very first time, and you guys may have seen the last couple of days they've been talking about doing something themselves. So I'm going to let them come and tell you what that is. Jason, Scott, what's up, guys?
Hey, Ken. Hey, chat.
So I am reading the chat.
Go ahead.
So proud of you guys, man. You guys were literally the first 2 people to come on Just Stream With Me. Jason, let's talk about Jason first, man. You are a live streaming machine. I think you're on IG about 6 times a day. Do you work anymore?
Oh, yeah. And it's starting to interfere with that a little bit.
Yeah. So
that one day, yeah, I did 3 videos, but 2 of them was me driving in the car taking my dog to the vet. So, and then the second one was just an update on how he did. But yeah, I went a little crazy that day.
Yep. So you've been live a lot. I love it. I love seeing it. I mean, this is why. And this isn't to. I want to make sure I'm clear. I'm not tooting my own horn here, but this is why I want to do the show, because you guys took the opportunity. You kind of fought off the fear and you went live. So Scott, what about you? How was it? I haven't seen you live as much on IG, but you have been. You guys were both live last night. So how's it been for you? Are you ready to go?
Yes, I'm ready to go. When I actually started my Bruce City channel, it was what I wanted to do eventually. So I'm glad we got here, and just ready to start next week.
Yep. So it's kind of a funny story, and I think Jason, you were talking, because you've been on the show one more time to kind of talk a little bit about going live on IG. And if you want to tell the story, I think this was all kind of a something you said on that stream, and then you guys talked after that, right?
Yeah, well, like I said, I was on doing an just an update on what I've been doing, and in the comments, I actually noticed. Well, you had been talking to Scott, and you had asked Scott if he was ready, and Scott had said soon, very soon. And then a couple comments later says, but I'm looking for a partner. So I kind of hem hawed around that for a day or so and talked to my wife about it and seen what she thought about the whole thing. And she didn't seem to mind. So I reached out to Scott, and that. That's all history now.
So, what's the name of your show? We got Nick asking, new live stream, what day and time? It is on YouTube. So, Scott, what's the name of your guys' show?
The Bearded Respect, and it will be starting on January 13th, which is next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
So, Thursday at 7. I'll tell you what, you guys in the chat, and if you're watching this after, you guys can all cancel your cable subscriptions. If you have satellite, get rid of it because you don't need it. There's a live stream now every day and every hour. So this is all we need.
Yep.
We just need YouTube. You don't need cable anymore. So what you guys?
And that's the truth. And it was so hard to actually pick a day and time. We had to think about it, and then you got Dan C out there hogging up all the time slots. and then once he goes full time, we're all going to be out of luck, But no, I appreciate Dan.
I'm gonna pull your guys' channel up. Somebody just asked for the link, so I'm gonna grab the channel real quick. While I'm doing that, one of you want to talk a little bit about what the show and what you're going to be. I guess what's the theme of the show going to kind of be?
Go ahead, Scott.
Well, the first week we're just gonna try and ease in with a community chat, just to introduce ourselves and just kind of explain what we're doing. And then the second week we have a interview planned with Nate from Ferocious, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of questions there. We both were on his Friday show, so It'll be nice to have him on.
Yeah, and that was awesome. I think Scott, if I'm not mistaken, I think you were on the week after that, right? Or that same week. We were on Monday, and then you went on, I believe, that same Friday with Nate, right?
Yes.
And then Jason, I think you were the following week?
Yes.
I think this was meant to be for you guys. I think this was meant to be.
Almost feels that way.
So everybody in the chat, I did, Jason asked for the link. I did throw it in the chat there. So if you guys would like to check out the channel and subscribe, it's right there pinned to the top. So you can hit that link right there. And they are going to start Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 Pacific. I think I got that right. I think I got it. Yep. And, just hit record. We were talking backstage before we went live, and I told them, even now, I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and there's still a moment, and you guys in the chat that stream a lot, let me know if it's the same for you. There's still a moment right before I hit that live button that there's still kind of a, okay, it's time to go. It's time to go. I'm a little bit nervous, but not nervous enough to not do it. You guys the same? Anybody agree with that? It's for me, it still happens every time. So it's definitely going to happen for you guys Thursday, but hit that button anyway and do your thing.
Yeah, it's going to. It's different coming on somebody else's stream because they're running the show. Now it's going to be up to us, and we got to carry the whole show.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm starting to feel it already, the little butterflies. So we'll see.
Well, you're getting some ideas in the chat. Jason Esther says you better have a segment during the stream about dad jokes. So, it's a good question from Nick. What would set your live apart from all the other lives?
We're trying to figure that out yet. We don't want to be a copycat and copy what everyone else is doing. Trying to work on coming up with something that's slightly different. Draw a little more interest. We're always open to any suggestions. It's a community show. We actually had a suggestion today for a guest for us to interview. So we're open to anything. You can reach out to us on IG, or I will put up on the channel both our IG and my email at anyway.
Right. So Ellie's probably the only one that does not have any nerves. I get pumped up when I'm about to record or go live. Nerves go on vacation. There you go. So.
Yeah, I mean, one thing is, it was commented yesterday on IG is that a couple old guys on the screen, grumpy old men. Now we're not going to be grumpy, but in the same hand, I don't think. I mean, I know I don't have the charisma that Mr. J. Cruz has, so I don't
I
know if Scott
I don't think
does, but
I don't think anybody does. He's got it.
so we might be a little more mellow and toned down than some of the younger kids in the game, but we're going to give her a good go.
That's okay. The important thing about content creation is that every creator has to be themselves. If we're all the same creator, if we're all doing the same thing, then we watched one show, we've seen them all, right? We got to be ourselves. You guys are going to be yourselves. I think you'll do a great job. I'm looking forward to see what you guys do. And yeah, Nick, it may have been, I was prepared to save them if they weren't ready. When it comes to live streaming, you kind of figure out, really as a content creator in general, you kind of figure out as you go who you are. If you watch show 1 and then you watch show 10 is going to look different than one. Show 100 is going to be completely different. Jason especially, as many times as he's gone live, he'll probably be working for NBC or somebody pretty soon. So he's going to change a lot.
I just reading a comment there from Dan C. That's a good point there.
Yeah. So I started off with guests, and that was for two reasons. I like to interview and get to know people, but that was going to be the whole basis for my show, right? That was my plan from the start. But yeah, if your plan is not necessarily to have a guest, if that's not going to be the cornerstone of your show, then I would agree with that. Kind of get to know what your show is first, and then start to work in guests and all that. It's different on the StreamYard. You guys are using StreamYard, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's different on StreamYard. The more people you add and the more that you have to juggle, But it's something you'll definitely pick up after a few shows. You won't have any issues there. StreamYard, you will have it figured out quickly. I would also, if you guys haven't done it yet, I would actually do a couple of private live streams, just the two of you, and practice before you do that if you have time.
Yeah, we were planning on doing a couple this week.
Yeah. Yeah, Santa Dad. I've been working in sports television broadcasting for nearly 25 years, and before every show and before every live appearance I make on YouTube or IG, I still get butterflies. Yep, same here. Not the 25-year part, but the butterfly part for sure. Mostly because I know what good looks like, and I want to do what I know I can do and have a good show, and just as importantly, have a good time. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's see what other comments we have. So, anything else you guys want to tell about your show? This is your moment. Let everybody know whatever you guys want people to know.
I'm just looking to put a good show out there. Shoot straight. I'm not going to be trying to hide things from anybody. Just put everything out there. Just a good, hopefully entertaining show.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna
have some fun.
There you go.
Yeah, we've talked behind the scenes, obviously, and we're gonna do each show. We're gonna have a brainstorming session, so we'll be communicating with each other and trying to come up with like you said, some that'll entertain you, and a big reason, like tonight, that we came on here was because we did IG yesterday. And of course, IG's a smaller crowd. And we wanted to come on with Ken because we have a history with Ken, just with both of us coming on that first night. It is kind of funny and coincidental that it was both of us the first night. But we wanted to come on with Ken and because we always support his channel. But to hit with the guys that don't have IG, like E-Rock and Vato, but I see they're not in here yet, or
That's
if they will be.
Yeah, they usually catch it. This is my first Friday, and I've been
That's
talking about it
true.
on IG, right? But they probably don't know that I'm doing this on Friday yet.
That's true. But
So
if
yeah.
anybody out there has contact with those two fellas and anybody else that doesn't have IG, let them know. And
So Mel may be getting ahead because we did talk about interviews, but she may also be trying to spur your wives into action. Any possibilities of them on the channel in the future?
I'll
I
go
mean, it's
first.
okay.
Okay. I'm going to say probably not because my wife's a little camera shy and she thinks I'm a freak. So,
You you mentioned that on an IG live,
yeah,
so you may have to
no,
explain that a little bit.
I think I was in your last live stream. That might have been Monday. Your Monday's live
In that
stream,
in
I
that
think.
chat. Okay.
Yeah. I forget. She heard, because I didn't have my earbuds in when I was watching the stream. And I must have posted a comment and then you said something about it. And then she back in the background, she says, "You're a freak." I started laughing. But yeah, I mean, this is all new and strange to us. And we're not, you know, I just don't know the words of how to say it, but she just thinks, people that do YouTube and stuff, she's not involved as much. She doesn't get into. I mean, now she does. She has a cricket maker, and there's a woman on YouTube that has stuff for the cricket and the crafty stuff. So she watches her videos for education and stuff. But she just she likes to pick on me, and the other thing, I'm 10 years older than her, so she always tells me how old I am and picks on me,
Right.
and so. But
Well,
yeah, she just called me a freak because she thought it was funny.
there's nothing wrong with that. Mel's a little bit older than me too. I remind her all the time. So, Nick says, "Why did you two decide to do a live together?" So, Nick you may have been in here a little bit late. I'm not sure. It really just kind of happened. Like I said, I think it was meant to be. They were both the first two guests on the first Just Stream With Me show, and Jason had been going live on IG, so Nick doesn't have IG, but Jason goes live on IG like all the time now, and he came on the show one more time to talk about how things have been for him since he came on the show the first time, and then from there a conversation started. They decided to do the show. So I know Scott for a while too has been wanting to get into live streaming also. I don't remember the first time you mentioned it, but it may have been whenever we had dinner in Milwaukee. You may have been talking about it
Yeah,
then.
I think so.
Yeah. So what's up, Ben? Good to see you, man. Yeah, Gary, I agree. I think the two of you will do great. Very relaxed and personable, like two best friends just chilling for sure. Yep.
And I heard from a little birdie that there might be another live stream starting up later that night.
Okay. I don't know that birdie. But
Joe.
Oh, yeah, Joe. Okay. I saw him talking about something. Yeah. Jason. So Mrs. Bruce said he said that if your wife will do it, she'll do it. The gauntlet has been thrown, Mrs. Klein.
I doubt she's. I don't even know if she's watching. I think she's downstairs working on her laptop. Her job, they're crazy busy and backed up, and so she's been putting in lots of hours. So I always call her my sugar mama. She's my sugar mama, putting in all those hours.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, Gary, Scott is Mr. Bruce City. Yeah, that's Bruce City Bearded. Yeah, I did notice you changed your name on Instagram to Mr. Bruce City.
Well, I did that because I started a Instagram account for my girlfriend Becky. Hi, Becky. And she's Ms. Brew City. So that's why I changed it.
I'm not going to ask the question that everybody else always asks you and put you on the spot. I'm going to let that one go. So, yeah, Mel, I mean, really, Mel loves doing it. So Noah had said up here that he has an idea. He said that his wife has an incredible nose for scents, and he'd love to bring her in, but he feels like it's been done. Of course, Dan, Sam C, she is, I forget, what's he call her? I forget. But she's got the nose super sniffer or something like that. But yeah, so there's definitely still ways to do it without doing it the same way. Me and Mel have done things together pretty much since I started. Maybe she got involved a few months later, but we didn't do it exactly like Dan and them, but she comes in frequently. And actually, not this coming Monday, but next Monday, she's going to be on the Monday night show. So we're going to get to know Mrs. Coach. So that'll be fun. Oh, Nick, don't ever apologize there's no late, man. There's no such thing as being late. I appreciate you stopping in. There's no such thing as being late, though, man. Just appreciate you being here. And, yeah, so Kyle and Joe, if you ever have questions about a duo stream and content, they'd be happy to help and offer advice. Yeah, because they've done their show this way since they started. I mean, every video and everything, so yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, let's see if we have any other questions for you guys. Yeah, Mel enjoys being on live streams. Much easier than just talking into a camera. Yeah, it does take some getting used to, just sitting and talking to a camera. It does. Don't worry about other shows and their items either. I'm sure Dan will even tell you that. Do your own show when you want. Your viewers will watch. Yeah, for sure. It's almost impossible anymore to schedule a stream without somebody else streaming. Of course, me being in the content creator niche, it's different than what most of you are talking about. But yeah, it's when as far as a beard channel goes, it's impossible to almost find a time and a date that somebody's not streaming. So, and it's a good problem to have. Don't get me wrong. It's a great problem. I love seeing so many creators doing live streams and just getting out there and doing things.
Well, and the other thing with that too is if you cross over and have different interests, if you have different interests, where like you got John with Coffee Talking Tech too, so now you got not just the beard community having their live streams, but another community having live streams too. So and like your other one with Gary and the table talk,
right?
So that's not necessarily beard related either. So, but there's different live streams in different groups. And so like I said, if you're into the tech end of it, like you are, and watching, or even the creation content, so you got tech and creation and they kind of mingle, but then now we got to be, so yeah, there's all kinds of live streams on, and it's not just trying to fight for the bearded ones, it's fighting for other too. So yeah, it's a busy world out there, and I see it's just getting it's getting bigger too, because Ken the Bearded Accountant and Glorious Beard, they're doing,
are they doing
they're doing one Thursday nights at 8, so we're going to be hitting in right under them, so we'll kind of be opening up for them.
Yep. So you got 7, 8, 9. There you go.
Yeah, and I think they've just started maybe a month ago or so. So.
Yeah, Jay Cruz says, that's what I tell myself. There's no such thing as late. I mean, especially for you, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, man. If Jay Cruz, never mind, I won't make jokes. He's my brother. I won't make jokes. When it comes to it, when it comes to your channel and talking live streams, content creation, anything at all, you just have to do your thing, do the time and date that works for you. Everybody's going to find the people that, that love their shows, or even if they're not there when you're actually live, the show's still up, they'll come watch. At the end of the day, we have to do our thing, not worry about what everybody else is doing, stay positive and create, and everything's going to work out. So yeah. Gary says, I'd really like to see a show that's just our wives. There you go. We could have Mel, Mrs. Brew City, and Mrs. Jason. Yeah. Maybe Gary's wife would pop in. We got Ellie. Yeah. The ladies are representing well too. So Ellie, can I use the YouTube link with user/username direct to my page because I've been on YouTube so long? I know it won't let me change it until 100 subs. If I understand what you're asking, no, I don't think so. I think that 100 subs that is definitely one of the requirements. So you will have to wait. But I noticed I know you did a short, I think last week. So if I'm not understanding your question right, though, let me know. Yeah, it's the same in most niches. You just had to pick a time and go. And yeah, I think in 2022, live streaming is just going to continue to blow up even more. I see big things for live streaming. Live streaming in general live streaming has been around for a long time, but it's really not that old. I think 2022, it's going to blow up in a lot of ways. YouTube's already kind of making some changes, which so far have been tailored for like gamers, but I think they're going to have to make some. I don't know what they're going to do, but live streaming is going to become better and better and better. I think 2022 is going to be a big year for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kyle and Joe, I'm sure it's Joe. Joe's usually the one. People usually do a pretty solid job bouncing from stream to stream. Anyways, you'll get the views for sure. Yep.
Speaking of Kyle and Joe, did you guys see the IG post with Bloombeards? The little care package that got sent?
No, I must have missed that.
Yeah. Joe sent John a love letter.
Did it have anything to do with peanut butter?
No. It was funny. It was hilarious. I thought it was Joe. It turned out it was Kyle, because Kyle ships the merch.
Right.
I hate to tell the whole story. I wish Joe would come on and tell it.
Hey, Joe, if you want to tell the story, I'll send you. Well, I'll have to wait until it's just him on screen with Ecamm. The scene's already set up, but we can make it happen if he wants to come tell a story. I don't know what the story is.
Yeah, okay. Kyle was something else. Well, John from Bloombeards, he must have ordered a shirt, or the cousins were generous and they sent him some merch. Well, that was the first post. Well, then John posted again that had this handwritten letter inside. And I can't remember the words, but you guys got to go check this out. It was hilarious. And what it was is it was about, thanking him for being his workout partner. And he was loving the deep muscle massages, and hoping they could share a bread bowl together again. And it was like a love note. Well, here it was Kyle that wrote it.
Oh, nice.
So it was a little, but if you guys didn't watch their stream last night, when Wolverine posted the picture of Kyle having his man crush on Zach Burrick from West Y. And that was hilarious. I mean, he was sitting there like this watching, That was a good post. If you check out Bearded Wolverine's IG as well. But yeah, those two cousins, those guys are great.
Yeah, they are. I'll have to go check it out because when I had Zach on, I've had Zach on a few times and he sang, and I put him just on screen by himself, so that way nobody saw the man crush. I hid it. I was behind the scenes.
Oh, did he, Joe? He spelled massage wrong. I didn't even pay attention to that.
All right, guys. So Thursday, 7 p.m. I'm assuming every Thursday at 7?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, why don't you guys, and Jason, we'll start with you, for anybody that may be in the chat or anybody that may see this after the fact, if you had one or two pieces of advice for somebody that wanted to go live but hasn't done it yet, they're nervous, whatever, what advice would you guys give to them?
You just gotta pull the trigger. If you're thinking about it, if you're thinking about it, that means you're interested in doing it. So if you're even considering it, just do it. There's no harm in it. And what you need to do is to come on here with Ken to get your feet wet, and then you'll be good to go.
Scott, what about you? You got anything?
I'd say pretty much what you always say, just hit record. And just the more you do it, the more you just become familiar with it, the more the butterflies and everything go away. It's just like in sports, practice.
Right. Well, you guys have already kind of started doing that, so they've got new microphones, they got cameras, are ready to go. They are ready. I'm excited to see what you guys do with the show. So
thanks. Appreciate it.
And hold on, I'm going to check my DMs right now.
Yeah, you might want to do that. Vato, I think you need a new joke, man. Everybody knows this one.
Yeah.
So Nick, it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern, so that would be 4 p.m. I believe where you are. I believe you are Pacific, so 4 p.m. Yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 Pacific. Yep. And we'll talk about when you guys get your stream scheduled. If you guys would like, I'll kind of go to your channel with you and show you a few things you can do to set it up to make sure that people see your live stream and everything, so they don't have to search too hard for it.
Okay.
So, all right, guys, the floor is yours to close it out. First of all, I want to say I appreciate you guys, first of all, coming on the first Just Stream with me. Jason, this is your third time. Scott, your second time. I'm proud of you guys. I'm excited for your new show, and I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. So thank you.
Go ahead, Scott. You go first this time.
Well, it's just an honor to be on the channel. Ken was actually my motivation to get to this point to begin with. And it's just great to finally be at a point where able to get a live stream off the ground, and it's been a bit, but it's been fun. And we plan on having more fun with it, so we'll see where it goes.
I'm sure it will, and I appreciate the kind words. I really do. This is why I do this, just to help people. So I'm glad. It's awesome to know that you guys are going to go live. I really am proud of you guys, but you guys are the one doing the work, so go kill it. And Vato, you have, this is Brew City Bearded. I just don't have Brew City Bearded on the screen, but that's, yep. So Vato, if you look at the pinned comment, they're going to start a live stream on Thursdays at 7, called Bearded Respect. So.
Oh. And Vado, you probably won't get a wrench there either. At least yet, anyway.
You saying he's got to earn it or what?
Yeah.
I think Jason said as soon as he actually gets that DM, Vato, you'll get a wrench.
There you go. Yes.
Hey, no worries, Vato. Yep, 7 p.m. Eastern time on Thursdays, Bearded Respect live on that channel. It is pinned to the top of the chat there. I'll leave that pin just for a second. And you guys, again, thank you. You guys have a good night. And if I could do anything for you, let me know.
All right. Thanks, Ken.
Thanks.
All right. Good luck with the new show. Later, guys.
Yep. See ya.
All right. That's awesome. That is so awesome. I'm proud of those guys. I really am. I can't wait to see what they actually do with the show and how it goes for them. So, yeah, you guys throwing the love out there. It's awesome. I'm excited to see it. All right. So the rest of the show here. So if you guys would like channel reviews, if you have YouTube questions, you can use the form. YouTube questions, you can throw them in the chat also. We'll answer them that way. So we'll hang out for a little bit. We do have some this or that. We'll have a little bit of fun and answer questions. And if nobody else wants to come live tonight, then that's okay too. So, yeah, I think they yeah, yeah. It's whenever a new account pops up, you never know. Sometimes around, you know, you know. So, all right, guys, how is everybody? How was everybody's week? First of all, you guys, I'm assuming by now you got all the Christmas trees taken down, you got all the Christmas lights off the house, everything's put away. We're back to normal, back to work, back on the grind. So, how was everybody's? I guess first full week of 2022. How's everybody doing? Love tacos and wings. Yep, sub number 18. There you go, Vato. What happened to your cool beanie? It's actually laying right here. It's laying right here. So yeah, it's been, here in Kentucky, it's been like, I don't know, negative 6,000 degrees outside. So of course my studio's in the basement, so it does get a little bit cool in here when it's that cold. And so for, TikToks and reels and stuff, I've been wearing a beanie down here anyway, so I've just been leaving it on. So it's been working. So Gary's Christmas tree is still up. What's going on, Donnie? Good to see you, man. Russ, I appreciate it, man. I mean, that's my goal, man. I love to see. I really am proud of these guys for doing the live. That is why I started this show, and I hope that so many more will do it also. So I appreciate it, though, Russ. I appreciate your support as always, man. Good to have the boys back in school. Kevin says longest week ever. Man, it's been a long couple of weeks for me also, man. But I hope that things slow down or whatever for you. Negative 6,000. Yeah, I mean, obviously not really that cold, but it gets, so Kentucky weather this year, and I think it's been kind of this way pretty much everywhere. It's like 70 degrees one week, and then the following week it's, 30, and then it's 70 again, and then it's negative 10. It's been a crazy, crazy year for weather. It's, yeah. It's weird because everyone's happy it's Friday, but it's my Monday. Yeah, some of our schedules are different that way, yeah. So, I wouldn't be on this channel if I didn't believe in your desire to help others. That's a big deal for me, too. Hey, I appreciate that. You guys, are you guys back from vacation? It looks like you guys were having a great time over at Disney. You guys back home yet? Or if you're not, be safe. If you are, then I'm glad you made it back safely. Yeah, it's been this way everywhere, though, I think. It's not just Kentucky. It's, I guess, this whole everywhere. It's just been a up and down kind of year so far. I mean, we had 2 weekends. Were they in a row? I think they were separated by 2 weeks, but we had tornadoes again, I think, last weekend. And now this weekend we have 8. I think Mel said 8 inches of snow is what we ended up with. So 8 inches of snow on the ground. She was out there shoveling today. It's crazy. Yeah, Mother Nature's on steroids here in Kentucky. Only here can you have tornadoes and 8 inches of snow in the same week. All right, one thing that I haven't done yet. Let me turn on Nightbot for this, and I'll just throw this out here just because I hadn't turned it on yet. Let me throw this link out here. So again, if anybody comes along and wants to go live, I'll go ahead and do Nightbot right there. But new content creators, first-time streamers to join the stream, there's the link to join. Again, you'll need earbuds and a phone and, G-rated, family-friendly, all that good stuff. Basically, it's your chance to come on, 15, 20 minutes, whatever. We can talk about your stream, what you want to do, any questions you may have. And again, anybody in the chat, if you guys have questions, just throw a Q colon or the word question there. It'll highlight it yellow, so I'll make sure I see it. Or if there's something else you guys want to talk about, throw it out there. But I definitely wanted to start the show with the Bearded Respect. And yeah, there they are. I'm excited for them. I wanted to start with them. Kentucky weather sounds like Wisconsin weather. If I'm not mistaken, though, up there in Wisconsin, it's been, for the most part, a little bit warmer than usual, right? Got 2 videos out now. Be on the lookout for Pro Tip Wednesday drops. Got an intro ready for longer videos. There you go. So Pro Tip, Ellie, are you doing culinary stuff, chef recipes, stuff like that on your channel? That'll be cool to see. I don't remember what the first short was that I saw, but that'll be cool to see. So we do have a couple of questions here. So I haven't seen Billy Rogers yet. Pearl Manhattan, are you still in the building? I've got questions from Pearl Manhattan and Billy Rogers, so we can jump into that. I want to make sure that they're still here. If not, I'll go ahead and go through it, and then maybe they'll catch the replay. Oh, dude. Mel's a rock star, man. I told her, like, don't worry about it. I was working today, so I couldn't go out there and shovel during the day. She went out probably around noon, 1 o'clock, something like that, and started shoveling. She's a rock star, man. She mows grass. She does all that stuff. Yeah, I got a question here. You had submitted on December 14th, and we haven't done a Just Stream With Me since probably around that time. I think you may have submitted it after the last show, so it's just been kind of hanging out there. But your question was, should I break up my content and make separate channels or keep it all as one channel? So that was your question. If you still want me to answer that, I will. If not, that's cool too. Just let me know what you want to do. And you did put your channel URL here, so just let me know if you want me to put the channel on screen. If you don't, whatever you want to do, I'll do with this. But in the meantime, let me look at your channel, because I've been to your channel, I've been to your streams, and let's see what you have going on. Yeah, oh yeah, Nick, she's definitely a keeper, man. 100%. Yep. So it looks like, okay, so you did the Vlogmas. I should have done that. It was kind of a busy month, but yeah, I should have done that. So you did the Vlogmas. Now, let's see, stream. Okay, so you've got a mix of streams and pre-recorded videos, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like it. So, okay, so let's do that. Give me 1 second. We will get that on the screen. Find some music here. I loaded a bunch of new music today, and I don't know what the titles are yet. So, I don't know. We'll see what we got here. We'll see what we got. So, let me take this down. All right, so Pearl Manhattan. So it looks like live streams. I've been in your streams and your music, watching you put music together. So that's really cool to see. I enjoy music. I was really fascinated watching you. I've never used that software, done anything with music like that. I was fascinated watching you put different arrangements and different instruments and then move them around, and it was pretty cool. So we've done the Vlogmas. It looks like you did pretty much all the Vlogmas. Did they run through Christmas or the end? I'm not sure. And you did a final live stream. So we got live streams. Were the Vlogmas all live streams, Pearl? Yes, I do both. Amping up the recorded videos this year. Okay. So streams. So we have... I'm going to go past the Vlogmas just because, for now anyway. But it looks like that might have been a mix of pre-recorded and live. You'll be doing some tutorials for beginners, the music stuff. And Yapper until the 25th. Okay, okay. So, music. So give me real quick, just a quick synopsis. What are you doing besides music? I see what looks like some vlogs here. I'm guessing these are kind of some vlogs. Good Morning Wednesday. Music. Looks like you're mostly music. I mean, you know, I would say you're probably doing fine. Unless you're planning on changing something up. Most of them were recorded songs with video background. Okay. So it looks like you are probably 95% music and with some vlogs kind of thrown in here. Talking Halloween. I think it depends on your goals, but I think you're probably, you know, a lot of times when we talk about niching down, you have people that do all kinds of different stuff on their channels. It looks like you're pretty much set between music and vlogs, if I'm not mistaken. So, oh, I do remember you saying this. You also do arts and crafts and mental health. Let me ask you, what is your goal for your channel? Is it a hobby for you? Is it I don't know. I don't want to make any assumptions. Let me know what your overall goal is. I'll say this, it's hard to run more than one channel. I have 2 channels. And most of my time goes into this one. It is hard to run more than one channel. So it's hard for me to say, yeah, you definitely want to break that up into different channels. I could see I don't know. I'll wait for your comment on what your goals are. But I could see, mental health, arts and crafts, music. I mean, we could almost say that it's a, arts channel, which would cover arts and crafts and music. The mental health and vlogs would sort of be outside of that, but I guess it depends on what your ratio is going to be. Goal is to connect and build community. Absolutely. So I would say that the way it looks right now, it's mostly music. You have some vlogs thrown in there. Some of your numbers, your music. I'm just looking at views. It looks like your views are pretty the same across the board. I mean, some differences. I don't know. Why don't you do this? Send me a DM. I don't know. Are you on IG? I don't remember. Send me a DM or an email, ken@kenthecontentcoach.com, and let me know kind of what your plan is for the breakdown of like percentage. If you know, is it still gonna be mostly music with some stuff thrown in, or is there gonna be like an even mix of everything? But I really think that we could almost say arts, because you're gonna have music, arts and crafts. Mental health is good. It really depends on the amount of time you have and your end goal, because it's a lot of work to do multiple channels. And then you have to decide, if you are going to do multiple channels, are you going to, give each channel kind of an equal, I don't know what you work. If you work during the day, I don't know what your overall daily type schedule is, but it's hard to run multiple channels. So you either have to decide if you want to run multiple channels, or and I know I've seen you talk about it on some of your lives before. I don't think that some of those topics are anything that you really want to give up. I know those are all important to you. I think those are all things that you could build a good community around. But it just kind of depends on your, what percentage, what your ratio of those videos would be. So we can talk a little bit more, just so I can get a better idea of what your ratios and your goals and what your time looks like. But it's hard. Yeah. Ben has 2 channels also. It's hard to commit to 2 channels. That's why I say my beard channel is pretty much a hobby channel at this point. When I do a video, I do one. If I get something that's awesome, I'll do a video. But my work all goes into this one. So, I'll just give you this is my general belief about niching down. I think niching down is important. But that level of importance really depends on your goals. So, for my channel, this is something that I am trying to turn into a business. So niching down for me is super important. Community, if that's kind of where your goals are, then, if you're doing arts and mental health, I think you'd be okay with that. I think you would. Yeah, for sure. If you have anything else that I really didn't cover, or anything that you may be confused, let me rephrase that I may have confused you with, reach out, let me know for sure. Oh, is Ellie doing a live? Did I miss that? Let me go back up. I may have missed. I don't know. You have to let me know. Yeah, we're definitely the dream team for sure. Yep. She makes all this possible for sure. What's up, Mo? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you guys made it back safely. Hope everybody's healthy and all that good stuff. Yeah. Yep. Same. Cool. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, so then we had one more. I haven't seen Billy Rogers. He may be working. I know he's got some different hours, but Billy Rogers, let me go to his. Billy says, I know what I need to learn, but your advice will help. And then he's got his channel there. So I don't know if he wants a channel review. Billy, you here, brother? If not, then we may do it another time. But yeah, let me know if you're here, Billy. I don't think I've seen you. I don't see him. You're jealous of the snow. You Georgia guys really like snow. I know Santa Dad's in here. He's from Georgia. You guys really want snow down there, don't you? Like I told Santa Dad, if I could package all this up and send it to you, I would in an absolute heartbeat. I'm not a snow guy at all. And so, hey, yeah, Mark subscribed to Pearls. So, yeah, if you guys are into music, So I've only seen a couple of Pearl's live streams and videos, but she literally has software. And Pearl, let me know what the software is, because I don't know anything about what you're doing, but she's got software and she sits and makes music arrangements. It looked almost like GarageBand, which I use for audio when I do podcasts and stuff, but I know it was something a whole lot probably better than GarageBand. Making music arrangements, bringing instruments in, and she would play it and no, that doesn't sound good right there. I'm going to move it back here a little bit, moving, it was intriguing to sit and watch. Cold up in New York. Yeah. And here I'm clicking links trying to join my own stream. Let me close that out. I'd say Mo can have the snow from here, but we need it. We're on fire. You guys have fires over there? So it's a DAW, digital audio workstation. I use Mixcraft 9 recording studio. Yeah, it was intriguing to watch. It really was. And Pearl I met through Dole Whip Dad. So I met her on his stream. He's another one. If you guys haven't checked out Dole Whip Dad, he's got some awesome content. He does some content stuff too, but he also does a lot of Disney. So if you love Disney, he's a good channel to watch. It's like editing video, just sound. Gotcha. Now, the instruments that you were pulling through in that software, did that come with the software, or is it kind of like also editing? Do you have to buy a bunch of different sound packs? And, I just bought a new plugin the other day for Final Cut Pro. Yep, the kids, I was so surprised by how much time the kids actually spent outside in the snow. They usually, they'll spend 10 minutes putting all their snow gear on, and then it's too cold. But they spent a lot of time out in the snow. I think they missed the snow. So 18 feels like 8. Yeah, that's just too cold. That's way, way too cold. All right, guys. Well, it's 10 o'clock. Why don't we do some this or that? I've got some questions pulled up here. We'll hang out and have some fun for a few minutes. I need to fix my music, though, because it's not... one thing I did not do was set those to loop. So let me do that real quick. While we're doing that, I'll play some other music. Let's see what this one is. May have done this one already. So we'll do some this or that questions. Let me loop this. 1 second, y'all. See, I thought I was all prepared, but I didn't click all the buttons. It happens. That one's not. I redid my whole Rodecaster Pro today, so yeah. All right, I think we're good. So let's do some this or that. We have, sadly, over 500 homes lost and tons of businesses burnt down. Some towns are beyond saving. There's something everywhere, it seems. You guys okay? You guys safe where you are, though? Some comes with the software. Some I find on free sites. Some I bought. It's like video. Yeah. All right, let's do... I think I have this ready. Yep, looks like it. All right, let's do some this or that. So these are simple, this or that type questions tonight. Nothing too deep thinking. I only know the first question. Again, the way that I do this is with pod decks. So if you are not sure what pod decks are, I need to bring the actual cards down here sometime. Pod decks are basically, they're decks of cards. And they were really made for podcasters, but I think it's great for this format also. On Instagram, it's @poddecks. And he made these cards. He's got the app. So the app is what I'm connected with. When you buy the cards, or if you subscribe, which I am subscribed to Pod Decks, then you can actually use all the cards that are in the app. So it's really cool. It gives you content ideas. It was kind of set up for podcasters as they're recording podcasters. Gives them show ideas, conversation topics, things like that. And so yeah, I love this stuff. You guys have any questions about Pod Decks? Let me know. I can get you in touch, give you the account. Really, really, really enjoy this. So, all right, Domino's or Pizza Hut, and why? So Ellie says everyone out pizzas the Hut. Ellie, I agree with you. Pizza Hut used to be the bomb. Pizza Hut used to be incredible, and I'll say our Pizza Hut down here now is just not. It's not. So, Mrs. Bruce City says Pizza Hut. Jason Klein says Domino's. Pizza Hut is too greasy. Yeah, and since I had my gallbladder out, that is a no-go at this point. Domino's, but really Scotty's is better. Scotty's, is that a local? Mel may know what Scotty's is. Is that a Wisconsin joint? Mel says dislike both, but I'll say Pizza Hut. The service, yeah. I mean, I like Domino's, but Papa John's is kind of my favorite. I'm a Papa John's fan. Pearl Manhattan says Pizza Hut, always live near one. Mrs. Bruce City likes the Philly cheesesteak from Domino's, but we usually do local. Yeah, we've got a new pizza place here local, but we haven't been able to get in yet. And when I've tried to call, they don't answer phones, so that's kind of frustrating. But they're new and popular right now. Okay, local in West Allis. Okay. Yep, Scotty's. Mel, have you had Scotty's before? Papa John's for bearded land shark. Yeah, I like Papa John's. I prefer like non-chain pizza. For the longest time, we haven't had any good ones around here. And now we do. I just haven't had a chance to try it yet. What's up, Carrie from Defined Beard Co.? Welcome in. As long as there's no pineapple on it, I'll take either. Do I have the right button for you, sir? Let me see if I got the right button. Hold on. What's wrong with pineapple on pizza, sir? Good to see you, Carrie. Hope you guys are doing well, man. I love pineapple on pizza. I love it. Mom and pop pizza places, yep. And no, Mel's never had Scotty's. Okay. What's up, Rogers? Good to see you, man. How have your stream been? As you know, Tuesday I'm going live on Instagram. Yep, so I'm excited about that. Stream's going good, man. Streams are good. Pineapple's good. Yeah, I love pineapple on pizza. Yep. All right, let's see what we got next. All right. I already know what Mel's going to say to this one. But mustard or mayo and why? Mustard or mayo and why? Mazio's, I may be saying that wrong, is best, but I'd have to go Domino's given the options. Grew up loving the 80s hut, though. Yeah, it's not like it used to be. I think my favorite pizza that I've ever had, and I know some of you guys are going to say that that this wasn't pizza, but Gino, is it Gino's? Mel, what was that called? The one that we went to in Lake Geneva. Gino's, right? Gino's was good, and then there's another one just outside of Milwaukee that the one that I went to with your mom and your sister when I drove in that first time. What was the name of that one? And then there's the other one we went to over by Leduc's, by the ice cream place. I really am excited about moving to Wisconsin. Even though it's cold, there's so much good stuff there. So let's see. We got mustard every day. Mayo's disgusting. Now me, I like both. I'll do mayo or mustard. If I've got to pick one though, which that's the rules, I'll pick mayo because I definitely eat mayo more often. I'll eat mayo on more than I will mustard. So Ellie's the opposite. She likes both, but mustard is better than mayo. Spicy brown mustard on brats. Yes, same here. Same here. Mayo on a BLT. Absolutely, I'm the same. Haven't heard of Mazio since the late 80s at college. Jason likes the taste better. What did he say? Oh, the mustard. Yeah, okay, the mustard. Yeah, Bearded Land Shark says mustard. Yes, Marty's Pizza. Marty's was really, really good. All right, depends on what we're eating. I'll say this. If we're talking mayo, there can be only one Duke's. There can be no exception. Santa Dad, don't unsubscribe, please, but I don't think I've ever had Duke's. I've seen it. I know what it is, but I don't think I've ever eaten it. Mustard, spicy brown for sure. Mustard, either honey mustard or spicy brown. And I already knew what Mel was going to say. She'll pass on both. She's not a fan of either. Okay, so Rogers, mayo or Miracle Whip. If I have to pick between those two, I'm definitely going Miracle Whip. Only have mayo for making tuna fish. Carrie says mayo. There you go. Yeah, you know what Marty's is. Marty's, that was good. That was some good pizza. Durkee's, if we're talking condiments. That one I've never heard of. Never heard of that one. That one I have not. No Miracle Whip. I like Miracle Whip. I like Miracle Whip. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys, who in here, does anybody besides me, because Mel thinks it's disgusting, she won't eat it, but does anybody in here besides me eat bologna? I know it's terrible, it's horrible, it's not even real, it's scraps. I don't want to know how it's made, I don't want to watch how it's made, My kids watch those videos all the time, but I like bologna. But I love bologna with Miracle Whip. Who else in here eats bologna? Duke's is a southern staple. Maybe I have to try it. I've tried. I've just never had it. But I hope you're still subscribed. I hope you don't think less of me now because I've never had Duke's. Miracle Whip, yeah, for sure. But to me, it's mayo. It's like the same consistency, color. Goes on a sandwich really good. I don't think you ever took me to that one. Yep, there's my daughter. She says none. Yep, there's Mel. I knew it. Never heard of this one either. Q-Pie Japanese mayo. Never heard of that. Yep, see, you know what's up. That's also a southern thing. Here in my area, I can go to White Castle and get a bologna breakfast sandwich. They'll do fried bologna. Ken, I love my new tripod. Very good for $19. The mic, I have one problem. I can't hear audio when plugged in. Yeah, because my phone recognizes it for headphones, but it doesn't have any earpieces. So I'm actually working on a review for a microphone that a company sent to me, the winner. So it's basically, let me reach over and show it to you. So here's the receiver that plugs into the phone. And on the side of it, it's got a place to plug in a headphone. So they took care of that problem with this one there. So I'm working on this one, and then it's basically a wireless lapel mic. So here's the mic here. This video will be out on Monday. I've got to film this tomorrow. I'm gonna go out and do it in the snow. I'm gonna record outside, kind of walk away, all that good stuff. So yeah, this one works. But they do, and I'm sorry, I was wrong. I'm thinking completely. Hold on. No, I'm right. Yep. Oh, yeah, ricotta. Now, I'll eat ricotta cheese and lasagna. Yep, fried bologna. I know you don't like bologna. I know that. Fried bologna. Fried bologna cheese. Yes. Yep, same here. Miracle Whip. Japanese mayo is the superior mayo. What is Japanese mayo? I gotta know this now. How do I not know this? I'm gonna look this up. Japanese mayo. It's on Amazon. Maybe I should try it. Oh, you can also get it at Meijer. Is it in a bag? You guys buy it in a bag? Is it bag mayo? Interesting. Nick says mayo and mustard is gross. Have you ever had really thick bologna on the grill? I haven't. I've never grilled bologna. Lapel mic. You should send it to me. Ellie knows her mayo. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I gotta try it. What's special about it? What's special about it? What's the difference? Here we go. What is the difference between Japanese mayo and regular mayo? What differentiates it? If you would first notice, it is tangier and sweeter than American mayo. The texture is thicker and creamier in both color and texture. Japanese mayonnaise has a rich egg flavor because only egg yolks are used compared to American mayo that contains the entire egg. I don't know. I probably need to try it. That sounds good. Yeah, I don't want to give away too much of the review. One thing that I don't like about it is there's a noise. It just doesn't block out a lot of noise, but it's a lapel mic. I mean, there's some good lapel mics, but I got to play around with it, editing and stuff. I'm gonna finish everything up tomorrow and get that done. So in editing, I should be able to take a lot of the background noise out, but it's just something to put in the review that, if you're gonna go live with it or something, there is some, it does pick up a little bit of a hiss. But editing will probably take care of that. It's the Q-Pie. Q-Pie is the king of Japanese. Is it in a bag, though? I see a picture. It's in a bag, it looks like. There's a bottle that it looks like. So there's a squeeze tub on Amazon, and then I see 3 bags. So it's interesting. Be careful buying liquid stuff on Amazon. If it's the real thing. Yeah, there's a lot of fake stuff on Amazon. Fried bologna with mustard. I'll do fried bologna with Miracle Whip. All right, what do we got next? All right. Backpack or fanny pack, and why? I'm going backpack all day long. Definitely backpack for me. I can't do a fanny pack. Let's see what some of this other music is. I don't think I played this one yet. They're like soft bottles. Yeah, backpack. Yeah, I'm definitely going backpack. I can't do a fanny pack. Backpack, yeah. Fanny pack to be different. Backpack. I'm a preparedness geek. Yeah, I've got like 3 backpacks that I'll, like when I do have to go to the office, I take 2 with me. I've got backpacks all over the place. Backpack, but a fanny pack, I'm wearing my 1997 pager also. I saw something today. It was a commercial. Who's the commercial for? It was a commercial from the 90s. Oh no, it wasn't a commercial. I was just browsing through stuff on YouTube, and this old Judge Judy episode, it was only a minute, like it wasn't the entire episode, it was only a clip from it. But there was like a 16 or 17-year-old kid in there. I don't know how that works because I didn't know 16-year-olds could sue somebody, but anyway, he was talking about, so this is from the 90s, and he was talking about whatever was going on with this case. The lady that he was suing, she like paged him or something. I was like, oh wow, I haven't heard that in a long time, pagers. So backpack for school, but for 5, what does that say? Like I used to a fanny. I don't know what you're trying to say there. I'm confused. Backpack, yeah. Yeah, fanny packs the 30s, yeah, I agree. 80s at least, right? You rock a fanny pack every day? Backpack or a slingback? Backpack. Ben says backpack, although I rocked the heck out of a fanny pack back in the day. I bet you did. Backpack. Fanny pack with the visor hat. At least the visor hat is the Packers, so you know that's good. I did not put my Packer. Holy cow! I got to fix that. I didn't put my Packer sound back on the Roadcaster. You've got a selection of fanny packs, including hikey fannies with cup holders. Now that's okay. So yeah, so me and LJ both have. So these are not fanny packs though. These are. They're more like slim packs. I mean, they go around. You know, they go in the same place as a fanny pack, but they're literally made just big enough to carry like a key and your license. Your phone will fit in there, but it's not a fanny pack. It doesn't hang out. It's up tight against you. I don't consider that a fanny pack. Visor hats are good luck for football. Well, you keep wearing that visor then, man. I hear that Aaron Rodgers is going to play this week. He's at least going to start. And I still need to watch your video, your predictions, but I guess Aaron Rodgers is going to start. Is that a home game this week? I don't know. I hope that's the only reason. Maybe he'll run a few plays and be done because he doesn't need to play. We've already got the number one seed in the NFC. He does not need to play. All right, what do we got next? Away at Detroit. So I don't know, why is he going to play? I mean, Detroit, as bad as Detroit is, they are at the Lions. As bad as Detroit is, they're a physical team. I wish he wasn't going to play, but. Okay. Home cooked or dine out, and why? Home cooked or dine out. Yeah, I did see this. Yeah, Alexander is back. Yeah, so he came back from injury, and then he went on COVID protocol. So, yeah, but he's back. That's good. Yep, so home cooked or dine out, and why? Man, if I got to pick one, I'm definitely going to say home cooked because Mel's cooking is just amazing. But obviously, dining out is easier. We prefer to do that a lot, but definitely home cooked. Yep, home cooked. Yeah, we do a lot of, we'll dine out like on stream nights or busier nights, but yeah, it's definitely easier. But Mel's cooking is outstanding. LaFleur said all starters are going to start. They might treat it like a last preseason game, maybe a quarter, first half. Yeah, but that's all it takes is a quarter. I thought for sure after clinching the number one in the NFC, I thought for sure that starters would sit. But home cooked, grilled preferably. Yeah, hey Ellie, we have a Blackstone, and we need to lay out. We've got some sirloin. Don't even forget to lay out that sirloin steak, Mel. We've got one more pack of sirloin for cheesesteaks. We need to cook those up. Prefer home cooked, but too lazy. About to get hibachi. Is that what that says? We love hibachi. Home cooked unless there's no time. Yeah. Yeah. Mel says dine out so I don't have to cook. I'm exhausted at the end of the day. Home cooked meal because it means my wife is teaching me and it's a fun activity to do with your spouse. Easier to dine out now that it's only the wife and I. I have a feeling that once it's just me and Mel, all the kids are grown up and off doing whatever they're doing, I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of dining out. Not because she won't want to cook, but it's just the two of us. So dine out, I have to cook for myself all the time. There you go. I can guarantee you if I was a bachelor, I would be eating out all the time. DoorDash every day. Depends on what the meal is, but 95% home cooked. They don't want to have 2 weeks to come off slow. I mean, and yeah, I know a lot of times when teams do set their starters for that last week, you know, it's kind of a rough start coming back, but I just don't want to see any injuries. All right, so what do we got next? Okay, so contacts or glasses, and why? So obviously you guys see me sometimes in glasses, sometimes in contacts. There's pros and cons to both. But if I had to pick only one, I'd say glasses just because they're easier. Bearded Landshark says home cooking. Yes, sir. If I had to pick one, I'd pick glasses just because they're easier. But I like contacts because if I have to wear a mask or sitting under the lights here, the contacts are easier. But I've got my lights positioned, so glasses aren't a big deal, but yeah. Oh, I agree. And I told Mel this last week. I thought for sure that we would see Jordan Love play the entire game this week. That's what I expected. Well, thank you. Thank you. I don't wear glasses or contacts, but I'd rather pick glasses. I'd forget to take them out at night. Yeah, I've done that before. Contacts almost always. What else we got here? Glasses, easier and cheaper and work better when you're old and triple blind. Yeah, I hear you. I'm not there yet. I'm sure my eyes will be there. So I have astigmatism, and I think it's my left eye is the worst of the two. All right, let's see. Contacts, less fog issues in the cold, easier to see on the line. Cooks, glasses, no contacts. Oh, okay. So no contacts being diabetic. I didn't realize that was that those couldn't work together. Mel, stop flirting with your kid's principal. Yeah. Hey, my kid's teacher's hot. My kid's teacher's hot. For those of you watching on the replay or here right now, Mel homeschools, just so there's no confusion. Glasses because we went to South Carolina at the time. Yeah, so you know this is where I'm gonna say I told you so, right? So my daughter, she wanted a couple of years ago. She wanted contacts, and I personally, I wasn't sure if she's ready for it. But we got contacts anyway, and it didn't last long. Actually, on the way back, we were coming back from Hilton Head, South Carolina, and one of her contacts, I guess it had gotten stuck, like way up on her eye, like she couldn't get it out. She finally got it, but she hasn't liked contacts since. Ben can't remember what I look like without glasses. Got small eyes. Yeah, I can probably guarantee I'll be wearing glasses tomorrow. I go back and forth some days. Yeah, I don't know. Glasses for me. Mark doesn't have either, still has perfect eyesight. There you go, sir. I had tears in my eyes from aviation fuel in my eyes. Is that why you say glasses, I guess? probably. Very unprofessional in Kentucky, I swear. Hey, I can't help it, man. Can't help it. Glasses, tried contacts and no good for me. Plus, they were a bifocal contact. Weird. I've heard of those. I mean, obviously, I've never worn one, but yeah. Donnie says contacts so I can wear sunglasses. That I agree with. That I do agree with. I did try the, what are they called? The glasses that will darken up. Somebody help me out. What are they called? I don't remember what they're called. I know somebody will tell me. Anyway, the glasses that will darken up in the sun, I couldn't stand those because I'd walk in and, we were still going to the office every day back then. Transition, yeah, I knew somebody would help me out. I would get out of the truck to walk in the building and they would turn dark, and then it just took too long. I guess when I say too long, it was really like a minute, but it just bugged me walking in a building and still being dark. Yeah, I didn't like him either. Ken, I made a rookie content creator mistake. Double check your work. I forgot to add a pick in. I missed New England versus Miami. That's okay. Hey, we all make mistakes from time to time, man. That's never going to change. That's not a rookie mistake. We all still do it. So, and besides, it's the Patriots. Who's your pick, though? Who's your pick? Go ahead and make it here, and we'll just make this official. So, who's your pick between New England and Miami? I'm going to say New England. They seem to, I don't know how they've been. The last couple of weeks, I don't know how they've been, but they've had a pretty good season. The best season, obviously, they've had since Brady left. Prescription sunglasses. So the problem that I had with prescription sunglasses is really on me, I guess. But the kind of sunglasses that I wanted some sports sunglasses. And my eyes, I forget, it's like the measurement. I think my left eye is too bad for like the Nike sports sunglasses, so I couldn't get those. And I didn't want to get a pair of like, aviators or something like that. So I didn't get them, but I did get the Nike ones. They fit okay. They're just small on my face. I got a big head. Yep. Transitions. Thank you all. I knew you guys would know. You guys got me. New England, even though they struggle in Miami. Will Dallas lose in round 1 of the playoffs? If they play the Packers, they will, Mark. Just saying, man. No, I'm kidding. I hope that the Packers do better this year in the playoffs than they last couple of years. They have great. 3 seasons in a row now, 13-3, and the last 2 seasons we just keep blowing it in the playoffs. Obviously getting to the NFC Championship's not bad, but we just can't finish. There you go. I knew one of my Packers friends would come through. Yes. All right, let's do one more, and then we will wrap this up for the night. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I don't even know what that means. Let's go to the next one. How about that? Well, this one will be easy for us, but dirty laundry or dirty dishes, and why? Hey, no worries, Kevin. No, be safe, man. I appreciate you. Dirty laundry or dirty dishes, and why? So this was easy for us. Mel does not let me touch the laundry. I don't do laundry at all. She doesn't let me do laundry. So I do help with the dishes. I do the dishes, not help. Let me clarify. But definitely dishes for me. I'm pretty sure I know what Mel would say here, but yeah, I don't get to touch laundry. Taylor Swift or the Beatles is what that meant. Oh, okay. I kind of figured so with the Shake It Off, the Shake It Up. And I like the Beatles, but I didn't know that was one of their songs. Dishes every day. I only have a few dishes I clean after every use. Being retired, both jobs are mine. Laundry, the dishes have to be put away. Dirty laundry. You lost me on that one. Dirty laundry, they wash themselves. Oh, because you just put them in the washer? Yeah. I know you're always doing laundry, though. We dirty up some clothes for you. So my daughter says dishes because you don't have to wait forever for the washer or dryer to stop. But I think that's what your mom's saying, though. While that's running, you don't have to be there with it. You just throw it in and let it run. Bearded Floridian says dishes. Laundry, I like folding fresh, clean clothes. I do both, but would pick laundry over dishes. Either, but she gets them both done first. There you go. I'm still not going to ask the question that everybody keeps asking you. I'm not going to put you on the spot like that, but, you know. I do most of the dishes, and we wash our own clothes. I have uniforms at work, so I don't have much laundry. There you go. Yeah, it's funny. Mel does not let me touch the laundry because I don't turn the clothes inside out, and I don't know, what else do I not do? I don't do the laundry right. I know that. She doesn't like me doing it. So, and I'm okay with that. I'm not going to complain. I'm okay with that. Hey, I'm not. I would rather put my dishes away than laundry. I agree with that one 100%. 100%. For sure. What's up, Jay Cruz is still hanging out. Yeah, LOL. He knows what I'm talking about. I'm not going to do it to him, Jay Cruz. I'm not going to do it, man. I am not going to do it. Yeah, dude, apparently there's a checklist of things you have to do laundry the right way, and I failed miserably. I did it all wrong. So yeah, I got an F in that class. See, there she is. She kept it simple. I'd rather not have our clothes ruined or shrunk. Me too. I'd rather not have that also. Hey, Ash. Dash with Ash in Canada. Is this your second channel you were talking about? Welcome, though. I'm glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are healing. Not healing, you weren't hurt, but feeling better. Mel, can you coach us on how to do laundry? No, man, I don't. No. I mean, maybe if she wants to coach you, that's fine. I don't want coaching. Yep. Hey, Ash. It's really good to see you. Yeah. All right, you guys. So we will start to wrap this up. It is 10:30. So we'll go ahead and close it out. If you guys have any last minute questions about anything, go ahead and throw them out there. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys hanging out all night. So again, we had, for those of you that were not here in the beginning, if you feel like going back to watch, in the beginning we talked to Jason and Scott. They're going to start their new live stream on Thursday, and both of those were the first two people that came live for Just Stream with me. So super proud of those guys. I'm excited to see the stream. Again, you guys already know, you bearded guys, you already know Jason is like a madman now, live on IG 24/7. So yeah, he's got it down. Scott's going to kill it too. Yeah, Kenneth's the new one, doing well, just been busy, just got home. Yep. I hope you're feeling better. Sounds like you are if you're out and about again. So but hopefully. Good to see you, Ash. I haven't talked in a while. Have trouble remembering what clothes of my wife's don't go in the dryer. So yeah, that's another thing. I'm telling you, man, it's a whole science. Like, if she was going to teach me, if I was going to do laundry, I would need a 3-page checklist to get everything right. There's some stuff that doesn't go in the dryer. It gets hung up. I just mess it up every time. So yeah, Kevin, this will be a regular every Friday night. So, as the show grows, what my hope is that there's, more people continue to find the show and, want to go live. And really the idea, the goal for the show is to help people go live for the first time, answer questions. It's a Q&A type thing. So content creator questions, anything. So yeah, this will be every Friday night at 9 p.m. I was doing this every other Monday. So when I first started doing the show, this was going to be a once a month, and the show was so much fun that I started doing it every other Monday. And I decided to split it out. So now I'm still going to do my Monday night at 7. Actually, this coming Monday, I'm going to have my accountant's going to be on, and we're going to talk about taxes, business taxes, what we can and can't claim as content creators, basically as business owners. And so he's going to be on Monday. I'm going over to his office tomorrow to get him set up with a camera and a microphone. He's never been on YouTube before, so this is his first time. But when I asked him about it, he was like, heck yeah, let's do it. So I'm going to let him borrow a camera and a microphone, and he's going to teach us, including me, about taxes, because I have no idea where to start when it comes to taxes. So that part is new to me. That part's new to me. Will I join you on Tuesday? You talking on Instagram? Let me see what's going on. If you want to send me a DM, we can talk about it, but let me see what's going on. Yeah, Pearl, appreciate you being here for sure. If you have any other questions about what you were asking, anytime reach out. Are you on Instagram at all? If not, my email address is ken@kenthecontentcoach.com. So reach out anytime. Yeah, appreciate it. Make sure that you're rooting Scott on all week because I'm excited for Thursday. Don't let him chicken out. Found out I can go live if my door is open. Yeah. You have to. I mean, we can test that out if you want to do like a private live stream at some point. We can test that theory. But being wireless in your setup, I'm not sure how well that would work for a whole live stream. Yeah, you too, Ash. We got to catch up. It's good to see you. Good to see you. And absolutely, Jason, I'm excited for you, man. Yeah, I'm always here, brother. For sure. Yep, same thing. I'm assuming that's Scott running this account. So, yep, same to you, man. Very nice. I like this time slot. I was get off at 5 p.m. and home by 5:30. Nice. Yep. I'll be live every Friday this time, so I appreciate it. Yep. Helpful. Man, I'm telling you, the first time that I ever went live, this was on my first YouTube channel, which was a beard channel. The first time, you know what I'll do for next Friday? I'll have a clip of that ready to go just to kind of show because it was comical. The person that was live with me, I was interviewing a company owner, and I'm going to show that next week. I'm going to show that. That'll be a good clip to show. Yep, absolutely. All right. So, yeah, appreciate you guys. So, hey, you're already on the YouTube channel, so you know how to find me here. Website, kenthecontentcoach.com. Email ken@kenthecontentcoach.com. All social medias are there. If you look in the description of this video or any video on the channel, you will find links to all of my – I'm going to have my camera problem that I had last week. I already know it. We'll see if it doesn't happen. Links are in all the videos to find me on social media, so that's where you can find me. We'll see if my camera comes back. Okay, it did. I'm buying a new camera at the end of this month, and I can't wait. So appreciate everybody. I hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for hanging out all night. Spread the word if you know somebody that wants to go live. Ash kind of does the same thing also. If you're getting back into streaming, I know you've been taking a little bit of a break. But Ash, and there's other people that do this also. But if you guys know anybody that wants to live stream for the first time, kind of spread the word, share it, whatever you want to do. But anyway, have a great weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday. We're going to learn about taxes. We'll see you guys next time. Appreciate everybody hanging out.